Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
Cappuccino, the bad guy. What's happening, homie?
Cappuccino, man.
Happy Sunday Eve. Happy Sunday Eve. What's up, man?
Everything's extended. I'm not in a
Super
rush.
Extended. Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry.
I ain't either, man.
We're just cruising right along in life right now.
I just finished my first bourbon and pamplemousse. I'm feeling lovely.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, I'm feeling lovely, man.
I gotta write that down out of my list.
Lovely, man.
How are you, dude?
Man.
I don't even know where to start, man.
Hey,
I mean, you just dropped so much shit on me the minute you walked in the door. I can't even handle it right now.
Hey, man, I am a walking encyclopedia on hard times, homie. I want to tell you
Sound like a bunch of game thrown in there to me,
well,
too.
you know, the game is the game. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to play accordingly, always and forever. But, yeah. I am thoroughly entertained this evening. How are you?
The look on your face right now.
Man, I'm so open.
Can I take a picture of you right now?
Please. I need paparazzi to come in the bourbon room right now.
Let me turn off the lights on the flash will go off.
Tell security to allow all them paparazzi outside to come in here right now and shoot away. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 1 million right now, son.
Man,
my
God.
swag is effervescent right now.
I'm really afraid right now. I mean, you
should be very afraid.
I mean, I'm afraid on a number of levels.
Oh,
but
my God.
I'm afraid about making it through this night. This could get ugly tonight.
Oh, we gonna get it.
Oh Lord,
how are you?
Oh man, you know I'm pretty good actually.
Good.
What did I do today? Let's see here. I raked some leaves.
Leaves. I saw a pile.
I cooked. I ran out of time because I had to go get one of my kids.
Okay.
I probably made 350, 400 pancakes this morning for my church.
That's what's up.
Can you believe that?
That's what's up. That's real G shit.
It's pretty fun, actually.
That's G shit right there. You fed a multitude.
I did.
At the church.
At the church, yeah.
Biblical.
We have a during the school year, basically, we have basically like an hour and a half or so where we just have breakfast. So anybody that shows up,
they can eat.
You got breakfast, yeah.
Tabernacle. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually my first time, and you know, I am a breakfast. Like I'm a breakfast dude. I will fuck up some pancakes, some waffles, eggs, all that shit. That's my shit, right?
Yeah, legendary.
So yeah, man, I was on pancake duty. This is my first time, and knocked that shit out. Had one of those big. You ever seen a tilt grill before?
Is that the big flat top?
Yeah, big
propane.
Big, what? No. This is no, not that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this
is like a big grill, like a tub. Okay. So it was probably 8 inches deep. Probably I don't know what's my hand motion there, like probably 2.5, 3 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet wide, maybe 2 feet wide, a foot deep.
Yeah.
8 inches tall.
Yeah.
And it's just had a heating element under it, so it's just a big ass grill,
electric
basically.
Heating element.
Yep. But it was on but it also had to clean it out. It was on a what do you want to call it? It had like those circular cranks.
Yeah.
It had one of those on it. So after you get done, you just pour some hot ass water and soap in it.
Yeah.
Wash it out, and then you can tilt the grill 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So the water spills out into the drain in the floor.
Beautiful.
So it's super easy to clean.
Beautiful.
Anyway, it's some real.
And they let you loose on that motherfucker?
Yeah, man, I was ripping shit up, man. Blueberry pancakes, regular pancakes.
I bet you,
man. My
shit.
shit. I had it figured out. At the end, I was cooking 30 pancakes at once, dude. In this motherfucker, man, we were cranking it out.
Dude, you're gonna be the head of the deacon board next year. Watch. I'm telling you, man.
Well, the wife already is. She's a deacon already.
You next.
Yeah,
You next.
Deaconing.
Hell yeah. You're going to be in the back pouring the communion wine before you know it, boy. You moving up in the world, man. I love it, man. Congratulations, man.
So anyway.
Mazel tov.
Football game here, basketball practice here, all that regular shit, I did DJ a wedding on Friday night.
That's what's
up. Monday Night Brewing.
Okay, how was that?
It was great, man.
They going to throw some sponsorship our way? What the fuck?
Probably not. I tried to holler at Man-Child about it kind of indirectly.
He ain't talking about shit.
No, he wasn't having it.
Okay. Man-Child, you still cool. You know what I'm saying?
But I was kind of throwing some bait out there because remember when I took a picture of the bourbon and the scofflaw that one night?
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping I might bait somebody into a sponsorship there, and then when I saw Greg liked it. I was like, yeah, man, Monday Night Brewing, that worked too. Yeah. Look, the sponsorship again. If there are any alcoholic distributors that are fans and listening to this podcast, all it takes is like a 12 pack and maybe like a handle of some. Look, we're drinking very old Barton over here.
We're not talking about no major financial contribution.
We're not.
If you would like to do that, that's another discussion.
We are talking maybe $100 a month, maybe in liquor. You can write it off.
We're not tripping off none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is not. But see, with Manchild and all respects to him, you know that corporate aspect of craft brewing and whatever else is not discussed frequently. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Just, you know, it ain't as cavalier as you would think it is. There's still a lot of restraint.
Oh yeah,
within what they're doing because it's still so new, and a lot of their shit is still untapped. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. It is.
So they can't be all willy nilly with
still very DIY.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You have to be mindful of that. So shouts out to Manchild. We fuck with him. You know he know we fuck with him.
Yeah, Greg, we love you, man. We just fucking with you.
You know it is. And you drink great beers. So
yeah, man.
Salute
absolutely.
to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so that's really about it. I can't remember what the fuck I did Saturday. So
we good.
Yeah, man. So this is a podcast that we drop twice a week. If you're a fan of the gentleman that we have on the phone with us tonight for this here interview session, this is the first time you've ever listened to us. This is Southern Vangard Radio. Again, we drop twice a week. Tuesdays is a fly-ass mix show. Myself cutting shit up. Meeks and I just popping shit the whole time, just having a grand old time. And then on Thursdays, it's an interview session with a DJ or producer or MC or A&R, behind-the-scenes person, whatever it may be, usually in the sphere of hip-hop, if you will. So please, I implore you, go follow us on one of these platforms, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, and what's the other one? Apple Podcasts. Podcast. And then, Meeks, we have a cavalcade of other places you can. Is that a word? Am I thinking of the right word?
It is. It is. And we're sponsored by 20 Mule Team Borax tonight. Southern Vangard brought to you in part by 20 Mule Team Borax. Throw that in your washer and watch out.
Oh,
yes,
God.
ATLHipHop.com, Soul Public Radio out on the West Coast. Return of the Boom Bap, WRBB right here in Atlanta. And I Am Classic, Raw Radio.
All right. Beautiful. Cavalcade.
A cavalcade.
That's kind of like curmudgeon. That's like me pulling out curmudgeon.
That's very Carson. Very
yes.
That's very Dick Cavett.
My dad grew up watching Johnny Carson, man. That makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah.
All right. So without any further ado, this gentleman right here is a member of what Meeks would call the Young Boy crew. What do you call him, Meeks?
Young Boy Gang.
Young Boy Gang.
Yeah, bang.
I would consider this gentleman a part of the Young Boy Gang. This is kind of an unofficial conglomerate of young people that are doing this hip hop shit correctly. Is that accurate?
And please know that we fuck with the Young Boy Gang.
We do. Absolutely.
Because they doing a lot of the shit you old motherfuckers that's supposed to be doing shit ain't doing it. Ain't that a bitch?
Thank you.
Ain't that a bitch?
Thank you.
You know, these motherfuckers could be mumbling and 808 heavy and they over here trying to fuck with some boom.
Thank you,
Could
man.
you imagine?
Thank you.
We fuck with the Young Boy Gang first and foremost.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. All right. Without any further ado.
Gia.
EyeDee, how are you, my friend?
LA, stand up.
I'm doing good. Salute.
Oh, you know what? We apologize. I apologize in advance, EyeDee. I'm sorry you got roped into doing this shit with us, man. I mean, you hear all the fuckery that's already going on tonight.
Man, he gonna be all right, man. He's from Cali, man. He good. Hell yeah. EyeDee, what that weather popping on out there right now, man? What y'all dealing with?
Shoot, it's pretty much lovely. There was sunshine today in Cali. Cali sunshine, but we had a little bit of rain in the last couple of days. So,
dude, I'm on my way out there, man. I got some shit popping out in California, man. I got to get out there immediately. I'm coming. West Coast, get ready, man. Meeks on the way. Showing up at LAX.
Hell yeah.
Blast it.
EyeDee, how's LA licking its wounds after the Dodgers lost that last week, man?
Oh, why you gonna go there?
That was a rough one, but we're still here. Everything's good. Come back strong next year. What can you say?
Yeah, you a baseball fan, man, or no?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not really as much as I am like football and basketball, but I'll watch it, especially around World Series time or playoffs time.
Oh yeah,
and I kind of started watching it and following it, but I'm more football and basketball all day. That's
gotcha.
Me.
Okay, all right. Well, so this is your season right now, then. Football and basketball going full steam now.
Yeah. Now I'll be right in front of the TV, so no doubt.
All right, beautiful. So what's up, man? I mean, we've been playing a number of your joints over the past, I don't know, 12 to 18 months, maybe even 2 years now. I didn't go back all the way to kind of the beginning when we kind of started, I don't know, getting familiar with you. But, we were kind of going back and forth on email earlier, and, I guess maybe we should just start from the beginning, man, because I honestly, outside of the music, I don't know a whole lot about you, and there's not a tremendous amount of material, out there, at least easily accessible, about kind of what your story is, man. So I was thinking we could just get that going tonight.
Sure, sounds good. Appreciate the support. No doubt, I'll break it down from day one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Run it.
So, where do you want to start? You ask me, and I'll let you.
Well, I mean, I guess let's see. I guess I'm probably the most familiar with your work, the work that you've done with Heemstogied. We're obviously a big fan of him, Fahim. A number of folks that we've played on the podcast. But I mean, how'd you find yourself getting into this music shit, man? Like, what was? I mean, you're a fairly young guy, and for you to be doing the type of music you're doing right now is pretty unusual given the landscape over the past probably 15 to 20 years. So
yeah, well, I got into basically through the music. I just been exposed to it through my father. My father was a hip-hop DJ going like back to, I think he started spinning records in about 83, 84. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, and he was he worked in the business, worked in the industry, had a few industry jobs as far as like labels and stuff like that. And
really? Who is that? Who's your dad?
His name, he's Mike Ross. That's his name.
Mike Ross.
Pops. That's his government.
Okay. But what DJ, like, would we possibly know him from being in circles in LA or no?
He just pretty much went by DJ Mike. He didn't have like any, fancy hip hop names or anything like that.
All right.
But he definitely was around the music and, had a big, huge record collection and had a lot of mixtapes that are still around going back to the 80s. So, that's pretty much my exposure to music from the start. That's all I pretty much knew. So
gotcha. So you didn't have a chance, man. You didn't have a choice. You were basically born into it, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much. That was it. Always being played around me from my first memories of music. So
really, okay.
That was my exposure to it, and then just got into producing myself. Started figuring it all out. And, wanted to make it besides listening to it. So
right.
That was pretty the way it all came about.
Gotcha. So do you remember specifically when you thought you might want to give it a try, like whether it be DJing or production, or like was production kind of your first deal, or? I pretty much wanted to make the music. I mean, I would say that was about, I started producing. It's been about 3.5 years now. And I just remember basically getting into it like off a video game. It was like a DJ video game I started messing with. I can't remember if it was like PlayStation or something like that, but started trying to figure out how to put beats together and stuff like that. And then, got GarageBand and then just sort of like kept moving up and progressing with it. That was how it all started. So Gotcha. That's ill. Yeah. Meeks, you were out. What he was saying is his dad was a DJ and like in the mix in LA on the music side of things. So that's his background, and that's how he got into the whole thing.
That LA scene is something serious, man, for real.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, EyeDee, you is Heem out in LA right now? Y'all doing some work right now out in LA? You and Heem Stogie?
No. You know, he was just here. He came out and stayed with me for a week.
Okay.
We were working on stuff. Yeah, okay. that was a couple weeks back. So I think he's back home.
Got you.
He did too, and we did link up in the physical, and we worked on some music and got a really dope visual coming soon. So
dope. We'll be looking out for that.
Good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, EyeDee, was that kind of the first? Was your work with Heem the first? I guess bit of work you were doing that got some shot. They got some kind of I guess significant, I guess exposure, or because I think that's how I first found out about you was through the joints with Heem.
Yeah, I think that definitely got some notice. But the first stuff I did actually was with Huss Kingpin and Smooth. And that was going back, I would say that's already been a couple years now, off of the Splash Brothers. I did like a track on there. It's called Home Course. And that was kind of like the first joint I got out there, and started getting a little recognition off of that, and then just started building from there. I also was linked with Starvin' B. I've been working with him for a while now too, and had a couple joints with him that started getting recognized. So
gotcha.
That was kind of like the start of it.
How'd you end up linking with Huss and Smooth? How'd you end up connecting with those guys?
I ended up hooking up with Huss through the internet. He was still in New York. That was before he moved out to Los Angeles. So I've been listening to a couple things of his, just on the internet and the music. And through that, I just connected with him through social media and sent him some stuff. And, from there was a connection, and he was feeling the stuff I was doing, and that was it.
Gotcha.
That was how kind of got started.
Yeah, that's a good connect. There's a lot of folks from New York moving out west now. It seems like
you had to go out there and work, man. It's a different grind. It's a different work ethic you had to have out there, man. It's so many spots you can run up in and
just be in the mix.
Yeah, just be in the mix. LA is it's a beautiful community out there for real.
Have you seen that EyeDee? Like a lot of folks from the New York area moving out west now? It seems like there has been, or at least maybe folks that I care about.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, there's a few people that I know personally that moved out here, and it's not just New York. I mean, it seems like the music business out here is booming. A lot of people want to be here. We've had a few people that come from, or were living in Texas, and they came out here, did some work with them. I worked with Noah the Flood and a couple other guys, and they came out and they were like, oh, we most definitely are coming back. And they're interested, and they're like, man, we want to live out there. I don't know if it's the weather or the women or what it is, but everybody wants to come out here right now.
Damn sure ain't the cost of living out that motherfucker. That ain't attractive at all.
No. This is one of the most expensive cities to live in. I'm on the west side of Los Angeles, which is like Venice Beach, Santa Monica, Culver City. And I mean, gentrification took over, man, and prices, it's like .com, everything. Everybody's got money. Everything's inflated. It's like ridiculous to live out here anymore. So
yeah, it's a major gentrification process going on here in the Atlanta area too, Metro Atlanta.
Dude, it seems like it's everywhere.
Yeah,
man.
every hood. You know what I'm saying? That's a result of them. A lot of people are up on it, a lot of people not. But check your neighborhood. See if the project's still up.
Right.
9 times out of 10, they not. They got rid of all of that shit. And now, yuppie buppy America is moving into the most gutter places known to man for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all pumpkin spice latte'd out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to be mindful of that shit. Yo, EyeDee, I wanted to ask you, man, at the age of 19, 20 years old, where you stand right now, man, if I'm not mistaken, what's it like working with like an OG like AG from DITC, man?
Word.
Oh, man, just the respect factor, because, my pops left me that Goodfellas tape, and I was always vibing off of that, him and Showbiz, and it's just like, being a fan and then getting to link up with him. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I'm honored to have, just had that experience. And as far as, talent with the music, I mean, he's still got the gift. He's still doing his thing. But as far as a person, he's a solid dude. I mean, he looks out too. So, I mean, it's just all the way around a blessing, no doubt.
You got any more work like that coming down the pike with like legends like that, or do you just pretty much hitman for hire? What's up?
Kind of. I mean, I've been talking with Tragedy. Tragedy could. Been had some talks with him and got some stuff. Been sending some stuff to him and making some progress with him. And there's a few other people, but I'm basically just going like with projects, that are right in front of me. But that's actually one that's in the works too. So just kind of check them as. But there's a few people that I'd like to work with, no doubt.
Okay, got you.
What's your dad think about all this? EyeDee? Is he bugged out, or just thinks like this is just how it was going to be, or like is he surprised?
No, he works with me on the music and stuff too, so he's involved. But
nice.
So he used to work at a recording studio. He used to work for Cutmaster Kurt and used to work with Kool Keith. So he's been around it, so he's been watching my progress, and he's happy. I mean, he still lives that life too. He's living in the world of hip hop, still.
Yeah.
Yo, you said his name was DJ Mike?
Yeah, that's how he just went by DJ Mike. That was it.
Yo, I want to say I know about some when he said Cutmaster Kurt and Kool Keith and all that shit. I remember a DJ Mike running with
around
them.
there. Yeah. So EyeDee, to give you a little color and background, Meeks did a lot of work with some West Coast labels on some promo shit back in the day. Like, what was that name of that label? Good Vibe.
Yeah.
Panda.
Fireworks was a promotions company as well,
right?
Out the LA area.
Yeah. So Meeks,
shouts out to Mike Heat.
Yeah, Mike Heat. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I hadn't heard that one forever.
Mm-hmm.
So
he worked for Threshold Recordings. That was Cutmaster Kurt's label.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still in and he worked for Profile Records back in the day. He got some history and roots in this thing. So
wow, okay.
Yeah. He's it's just cool to have some father and son bond like that.
Absolutely.
That's the best shit I heard tonight, right there. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you that right now, yo. The expertise he brings to the table with what you're doing now, it's got to be a magical moment every time. In that, man. I believe that, man.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Dope. Absolutely. When I'm working on stuff, I always run it by him. He kind of gives me constructive criticism, or puts his 2 cents in, and it always seems to be right on point. So that's a gift right there too.
And EyeDee, I'm gonna tell you, man, you're talking to two dudes that no longer have their fathers. You know what I'm saying? So cherish every moment of that,
absolutely.
Bro. Get all you can out of it.
I will do. Well, respects to that, and I appreciate that, and I definitely appreciate that heads up, because that bond right there is special.
Yeah, absolutely.
So EyeDee, how'd you end up linking up with him, man?
How did I end up linking up with him? Oh, you know what? That once again, the world of social media opens everything up. He reached out to me, started following me on Instagram, or I started following him. One way or the other, I can't remember, but just mentioned to him, something about doing some work, and messaged him, and then kind of started going back and forth. And he's like, yeah, send me some music, send me a couple beats, and that was it. It took off from there. He's like, I feel what you're doing, and vice versa. And then we started working on the Theory of Mankind. That was how that whole thing got started, and that's how we made the connect right there.
Yeah, that EP's crucial, man.
Dope.
Great record right there, dude. Great record.
Thank you. Yeah, we're about to drop the Theory of Beats, because a lot of people, were feeling the tape, and they said the beats off of that were dope. So that's coming up too. I got that coming out on Trenchworks Records. We're gonna drop a beat tape of all the beats from the Theory of Mankind. So
dope.
That's coming too.
Dope, good shit.
EyeDee, how'd you eventually get in the door at Mass Appeal?
let me see. Oh, I linked up with Jordan C. Shouts out to Jordan C. Real good dude over there. Most definitely, you know, with the EyeDee movement, and been on board with everything I've been doing. But he just said he was looking at some other people that I had worked with, and, you know, I guess just requested that I had sent something in or something like that. And then he's like, you know, no doubt, feel what you're doing and stuff like that. And then just kind of, you know, started supporting what I'm doing with the music. And that was it.
Okay.
Just been linked up with it.
Yeah, that's a good look, man. It seems like it's been turned up a notch or two here, I guess, over the past couple of months, man. It's been good to see that, man.
And still a good situation over there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And, you know, like I said, you know, shouting out Jordan C. over there. He's on board with all the new music and, you know, what's popping with the underground stuff too, and putting it out there and putting some shine on it too. So
okay,
it's definitely a good look. We appreciate him and the support, you know, and it's definitely been a good move. It brings some light to what I'm doing over here.
Okay, Jordan C., what's up, man? We fuck with you.
Absolutely.
Keep fucking with the young boys,
yes,
man.
Sir.
They got it.
Yes, sir. EyeDee, what are you on technology-wise right now, man, if you don't mind me asking? A Machine or Ableton or Fruity Loops or, you know, Pro Tools or...
Yeah, I've been using Logic Pro.
Oh, okay.
That's what
nice.
I put everything down on right there.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You started with GarageBand. That makes sense. So you just went from GarageBand right into Logic Pro. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. My pops actually got me a copy of it, and I just kind of like started YouTube and stuff and looking stuff up and figured it out, and that's it. I've been on it ever since. You know, I've tried other platforms, but that's the one I'm comfortable with, and I do my best works.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I guess you've got a good bit of got a number of crates to be digging through if your pop still has all his records, man. That's nice to have. You go out digging much, or just kind of rely on what's there?
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely. I do some vinyl digging, some digital digging. You know, I'm always looking for sounds, beats, you know, just pretty much digging wherever I can find, you know, just certain things that I'm kind of trying to look for, you know. I mean, I like to just keep it open though. I mean, you know, that's pretty much it. But as far as like all that stuff, yeah, I got crates to dig through. Mm-hmm. I got crazy old mixtapes. I mean, my pops has like left me 2 boxes of like old mixtapes, like I said, that were going back to the 80s. So there's like a lot of rare like indie stuff from New York going all the way back. So I'll go through there, and I got a little thing where I can take analog and make digital files and all kinds of stuff. So I'm always digging, definitely.
Sound like you got a nice little vault over there.
Yeah, we might have to stop by the house and take a look at those tapes.
Man, you don't want us to come by there.
Come on through. Nah, you welcome.
Hell yeah, man! I just had a flashback to when Mr. J opened up Georgia Tech to us, homie.
Yeah, right.
We combed that motherfucker. I'm talking about a fine tooth comb. They was like, "How did you find that?" I was like, "Don't even worry about it, man. The fact is, y'all been over here for years and didn't find this shit. Right. We'll take this from you. Thank you."
Yeah, you know what you're looking for, right?
Hell yeah. We don't fuck around, man. Yeah. We want the fly shit. We want the fly drums, and everything else we'll take care of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
EyeDee, what's your approach in this thing right now, man? Because I mean, it's wild out there. I mean, we talk about it a number of times on the podcast. There's just so much content. I mean, just so many albums and just music to sift through. I mean, what's your approach or mentality like, man? Or are you even thinking of it like that? Are you just kind of doing it and just, you know, being an organic thing? Or I mean, what's your kind of thought right now?
As far as what I look for, you mean?
Yeah, just your approach and the whole thing is just as far as, you know, making music and putting it out there, and, you know, I mean, like what, you know, how are you making yourself, you know, stand out from everyone else that's out here right now that can, you know?
Well, I would say, you know, I mean, I listen to a lot of other stuff that's out there, but I mean, as far as my own style, I mean, I've always loved drums, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean, That's a big part of it. You know, hip hop's always had drums. It's been a beat. I noticed that a lot of it like started steering towards just sample bass and loops and stuff like that, which I mean, I could do that stuff all day, but
we talk
I prefer
about that.
to keep the drum.
Yo, we talk about that all the time, man. It's like we can't get no drums these days. EyeDee, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
I'm talking about giving the drummer some every time.
Yeah, give the drummer some, man. Shouts out to my brother-in-law, Danny Jackson, man. He told me that this weekend. He's like, hey, James, at the end of the day, you always got to get a drummer some, man.
Hell yeah.
Just get a drummer some every now and then, man. Yeah, we've been missing drums, man. This shit's kind of crazy.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Hell yeah.
That warms my heart.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it. No doubt. That's a big part of my beat.
Part. I mean, huge part.
I start out with the drums. I'll take some old drums and take them apart and reprogram them and stuff like that, and then start looking for certain samples and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My beats have always had the drums. I pretty much have had it since I started. They've always had the drums in there, so that's a big part of it. And you know, as far as samples, you know, I just look for stuff that catches my ear. I mean, funk and soul, dark stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, I just keep an open mind, soundtrack, whatever, you know, just whatever catches my ear. And then just start building from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what the crazy thing is that the things that you can do with a drum break right now, with technology,
man,
is fucking insane.
Right.
And the fact that people have gotten so lazy, in my opinion,
mm-hmm.
is a damn shame, man. It really is.
That's good old technology for you.
Yo, man, you can completely reconstruct and break down a drum break now and insert new sounds, have the same feel and the groove and the whole shit, man. And we're just looping.
Welcome to technology.
So
it'll fuck you.
I know. I'm serious, man. I was on a little campaign. What was this, about a couple weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago, man.
I was bitching and complaining about that for about a month. EyeDee, I'm like, man, bring back these goddamn drums, man.
You know what? It was a movement out of Detroit, I think. You remember that third eye music shit where it wasn't no drums?
What?
And you had to try to find the beat in this shit. Like that was like the most exciting part of this shit.
No, I don't, but I'm intrigued.
All that shit don't belong in hip hop, man. Hip hop is based in drum,
absolutely,
cadence, rhythm, activity, whatever you want to call it, man. We need all that shit back.
No doubt.
Exactly. That's a beat right there.
Man, come on, man.
EyeDee, when you heading out this way, man? I mean, you and him working together so much, you got to come out to the A sometime, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. I want to. I actually talked to him and Fahim about coming out there and working with them. So,
that'll be dope.
That's definitely something I'm trying to put together and make happen.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Exactly. But I'd like to try and do it before the end of the year. So if I do, I'd most definitely like to link with you guys. It'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
Man, it's an open door over here, man. Yeah. All you gotta do is let us know when you touch down. We got you.
Yes, sir. We got to get him.
Good. I appreciate that.
We got to get him out here.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a minute. He a busy cat.
He is a busy man.
He's a busy cat.
We got to get him out here.
Heem, we fuck with you, man. Anytime you want to come through, man, you know what it is, man. We got you.
Absolutely.
There it is.
So what can we expect from the new project with him, EyeDee? Anything you can speak on, or are you guys still kind of cooking it up?
Yeah, we just been talking about stuff. You know, we got a couple loosies like putting together and stuff like that. Nothing solid yet, but you know, we're definitely talked about doing something else, another follow-up. So see what happens with that.
All right. You working on maybe like a producer project or anything like that in the future? Something like more kind of LP-esque, like, you know, more of a long player, or no?
Yeah, definitely. I got a few things. I got two producers things that I'm working on, just some different stuff with different artists that I've kind of had in the stash. And then I also have a beat tape coming out in February with DJ Akil. So it's going to going to be beats and scratching and cutting and stuff like that, which is something I'm looking forward to. You know, we're a few tracks into it, but
okay,
yeah, that's coming after the first of the year, and I got a lot of stuff coming. I got a full album with Starvin' B too. That's just about wrapped up. That's going to be coming towards the end of the year.
Okay,
and a couple other things also. So,
all right. What's up with Starvin' B, man? What's his story?
Oh man, Starvin' B, shoot, I don't know. He just got the skills on the mic. Mad cool people too. You know, big shouts and props to Starvin' B. We've been messing with him since that's a day one right there. He's one of the first guys besides Huss and Smooth that we started working with from the beginning. So we're still linked solid with him. We're trying to make it to New York also to go record with him.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dope.
That's where he's based out of. He's a New York cat.
Yeah. He's out of Queens. So
okay. What's up with Tesla's Ghost, man? That's a crazy name.
Oh yeah. He, you know, we just linked with him. Same thing, you know, kind of an internet connection right there, and then started, you know, talking about working, and then, you know, somehow we got him linked up on that Starvin' B, that Hazard Lane. That's the first single we just dropped. That Mass Appeal dropped that one, and you know, got a verse from him on there, and then we kind of got something cooking with him too. So trying to spread out, you know, UK to LA, do some other stuff too.
Right.
Yo, EyeDee, you talking to some OGs right now, man, that feel like they parlayed the internet shit, you know, during they day and time. What's it like moving around now as a producer that's, you know, working with a gang of artists right now? Like what does the internet and like social media and technology mean to somebody like you?
As far as the internet?
Just, you know, the internet and making it possible for you to make moves and build with people, and you know, you probably send beats back and forth. They probably fly vocals to you and all kinds of shit. Like what is it, you know, what is it that you love about it? I guess if you could give me your good, bad, and ugly of like internet technology and social media, that probably would be dope right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, well, I would say most definitely the benefits are, I mean, it pretty much opens up the whole world to you. You know, you can just reach out and you can touch people all over and you can make connections like that. So for me, the internet is, you know, allow me, like, for instance, to be able to connect with Tesla's Ghosts in England, or, you know, people in New York or people in Atlanta and stuff, and still be based right here in LA.
Okay.
Be able to put stuff together, you know, over the internet, and shoot stuff digitally back and forth like that. You know, as far as the downside, I mean, I guess maybe you got drama and you got to sift through what's real and, you know, different things on social media. But I would say it's obviously more of a benefit now because, like, you know, the connection through the, you know, to the whole world is right there. And, you know, at your keyboard, you can pretty much touch everybody wherever they are abroad in the UK or, you know, wherever it is. So it's allowed me to work with a lot of other people, and I'm trying to take my music all the way to the top and, you know, wherever it is. So
no doubt,
as much as I can put together from here through the States to the UK, wherever, you know, that's definitely been a plus, having the internet right there. Otherwise, you know, I know from my pops' days, it was like street promotion where you were out handing out music, you know, hand to hand. They have stuff. So,
yo,
all different.
Real quick. Damn. Hold on, bear with me.
Street promotion.
Yeah, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. Hold on. I was gonna ask you, you know, talking about the downside of the internet and social media and everything. It's a thing of the past now, but the Griselda Fahim beef, you know, it's in the past now. But did any of that, you know, trickle down your way, or were you like an innocent bystander on all that shit?
No, you know, with that whole thing, you know, I have no involvement in it, you know what I mean? it just seems to be, I mean, I pretty much take the fifth because I don't know nothing. I don't really want to know nothing. It's about the music. And, I just feel like it's kind of a distraction from being able to earn and eat. I don't know all the details behind it and don't really want to.
Same shit. Yeah. Fucking with the money, man.
Everybody involved got crazy skills, so as far as the politics or the other stuff, it kind of affects the business side, but I don't really know all the details. So I just hope everything's squashed and put behind everybody. Everybody can eat and earn, keep rising to the top rather than, going down with all that kind of stuff,
Hell yeah. And for the record, we do neither condone or support any of that fuckery. We do not support that shit. If you beefing, you're an artist and you beefing with somebody, we will not play your shit. And that's just the way it is. We don't fuck with that shit, man. This shit is fragile right now. We got to keep this shit intact the best way we can, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Period, point blank,
I mean,
man.
I know back in the days, people make like diss records and whatnot and stuff like that. But, I don't know, as far as like the seriousness of it and stuff like that. I mean, it's just about the music. And I
the thing with back in the day when motherfuckers make a diss record, and you can go back to the greatest battle situation of all time, Boogie Down Productions, Juice Crew. They
and
had
the bridge,
you know what I'm saying? They had all them diss records going back and forth, but guess what they did at the end of the day? They went and got money together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference between here and now. They went and toured with each other. They went and got money together. Now they shooting bullets at each other. You know what I'm saying? They printing up, funeral programs with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different, man. It's just a different way of moving around right now, but I'm glad to know that you didn't have nothing to do with that shit, man, and you just, stuck with what you was doing, man. But we don't tolerate no beef over here at Southern Vangard, man. We ain't with that shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you 100% on that one, most definitely.
No doubt.
So I hope that's all straightened out.
Yeah, it is. Thing of the past.
Yeah.
So EyeDee, what can you tell me about some of these joints that you sent me? Is it anything you sent me not out yet? Like you sent me a ton of joints like over the weekend. We're gonna play some on the Mix show. I mean, they're listening to this on a Thursday, but like this Mandalay Bay joint, is that out yet or no?
That one just dropped. That came out on the God Fahim's new joint, the Gun Karate.
Gotcha.
Record
Okay.
Just dropped.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
So we wanted to get some airplay and let that one be heard. That one's available on his Bandcamp and all of that.
Beautiful.
But everything I sent you is pretty much already out. I got a few more that are not out that I'm gonna shoot your way too. So,
all right, beautiful.
Got some other for you also, no doubt. Some exclusive stuff.
All right, beautiful. All right, man. Well, Meeks, you got anything else, man? You got anything?
Nah, man, I'm good. It's been an honor and a pleasure to talk to this brother, man. I sound like I'm talking to an old ass man. You know what I mean? But this motherfucker still use Proactive and shit. So I appreciate it, man. I'm thankful, man. I fuck with you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. We see you. We gonna fuck with you. Like John said, we playing joints tonight, and this ain't gonna be the last time. You know what I mean? So. Salutes to EyeDee from Southern Vangard.
Word.
Well, likewise, right back at you, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me and be a part of and support. And I got you guys too. Come through LA and come for a visit, see how we're doing it out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there soon. I'm gonna be out there wilding too.
Oh shoot!
Yep. I'm wearing blue shirts and red pants the whole time I'm out there, man. I dare motherfucker to fuck with me. Banging on what?
You got a pass though. You got a pass.
Y'all heard that West Coast. Meeks got a pass. I'm good out there. I'm good in every hood out on the West Coast, man. Y'all better know that, man. EyeDee, we salute you, man. We're gonna let you go, man. Everything's good, man. Tell the people where they can come fuck with you, reach out to you, see some shit, hear some beats. What you got?
Absolutely. Yeah, let everyone know where they can go find your shit and support you.
You can get me on Instagram at EyeDee Beats, and you can get me on Facebook, EyeDee Beats, and SoundCloud too.
That's EYEDEE, correct?
Beats.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Beautiful.
Yep.
EyeDee, thank you, man. Thank you for. I mean, this guy is constantly always sending me music. And look, EyeDee, seriously, one thing that I will commend you on, man, that a lot of people don't do when they send joints through is the follow up.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're not anybody. As Meek said so eloquently last week, we're not shit.
We ain't shit.
So anyway, man, EyeDee is always super thorough. He sends me the joints to the email. He follows up with me with a DM and some social media platform. And he's respectful and thankful.
Man.
And,
all that shit right there goes a long motherfucking way. Basically, is what we trying to say.
Seriously, man. Thank you, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's a such thing as honor and decorum still within this game we call hip hop, man. Y'all need to check in, man, and let your peoples know what's up with you, man. Because we only fuck with motherfuckers that fuck with us. Bottom line,
I appreciate
man. Bottom line.
Yeah, you trying to stay humble, keep my feet on the ground, and most definitely be consistent with the music and keep lifting and elevating with it. And I appreciate the support from you guys, most definitely.
Yo, man, as long as you do that, you can't do no wrong, man.
That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. EyeDee is the name. EYEDEE. EyeDee Beats.
Yeah.
Heem Stogie, Fahim, AG. Recognize Ali. Knowing the flood. EyeDee, I forgot that you did a bunch of joints on the Recognize Ali lead joint, man. That's a great record right there. The whole LP's banging. Piece of Recognize Ali.
Yeah.
Yo, man, just check for this guy. All right.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, EyeDee.
Appreciate. Salute, fellas.
Stay
all right, brother. Be good, man.
See you. Yep.
You too. Most definitely. Thanks again.
All right, peace.
Man, peace.
All right, Meeks.
Yeah, man.
The Young Boy Gang. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. You know what I was gonna say, but I kind of held back. Is I'm sure you thought it too. This young man could easily be one of our sons. Like literally. Like really easy.
He 19, 20? Yeah, easily.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you got to know his dad somehow.
You've got to. He said DJ Mike, like I said, but I want to say thanks to, and shouts out to Brolin Winning.
Okay.
I know I'm seeing e-flyer or some shit, a banner with Kool Keith and DJ Mike. I'm seeing that shit.
Okay,
I don't know what it is, but it just it kind of stuck with me, and that's why we went back on that. I had to touch back on that because I know that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say DJ Mike, okay, that ain't really grabbing you, but when you know it's affiliated with Kool Keith, you got to pay homage, man. You got to recognize. You got to do a little research.
I got to go back.
See what the fuck. Yeah,
I got to go back.
It's time to go back and see and connect the dots.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
I love.
We got to do it. Hell yeah.
I love this.
That's
shit.
why we here,
beautiful.
man. Twice
Absolutely.
a week, man.
Twice a week, Meeks. Twice a week, Doe. EyeDee Beats everywhere. Go check out that Heem Stogie EP, Theory of Mankind. If you don't have it, we played a bunch of joints on the show.
Yeah.
Banger from beginning to end. So make sure you go check that out. And just remember, y'all, it's that Smithsonian grade.
We are the
every
God,
single time.
We are the God.
At Southern Vangard everywhere. Leave that U out. And we out.
We
Peace.
out, man. Peace. Fuck out of here.